Hello my loves, today I want to talk to you about my all-time favorite manifestation method, scripting. And if you've seen any of my scripting videos before, you will know that scripting has worked incredibly well for me. I have multiple scripting letters where pretty much everything, or indeed everything that I wrote down came true, and I have received absolutely thousands of comments and DMs and emails from you sharing with me that scripting has worked for you too, that the first thing on your scripting letter has just come through, that you've been scripting for the last month and you're seeing so many positive changes in your life, that everything you write down comes true thanks to this scripting manifestation method. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to use scripting to manifest anything that you want into your reality, and stay tuned to the very end because I'm going to be announcing something really fun and really exciting that we can do together. First of all, let's understand why scripting is so effective. It really helps to believe that this thing is going to work for you. So I'm going to start off by explaining why scripting is a manifestation method that is backed by neuroscience. The general concept behind this scripting technique is that you're going to write down the things that you want to manifest, but as if they have already happened. You write it in the form of a thank you letter, which is filled with gratitude, filled with emotion, and this helps your mind to, number one, become familiar with the things that you want. And it's very important that our mind feels familiar with what we want, because naturally, survivor's instinct, whatever it is, there's a part of our brain that fears the unfamiliar. When things are outside of our comfort zone, outside of what we're familiar with, our mind automatically is cautious, holds us away from it to try and keep us safe. So by writing this scripting letter as if what you want has already happened, and then the second key part to scripting is that then you read this letter to yourself every single day when you wake up and before you go to sleep, every single day for at least 30 days. As you can imagine, your mind is going to become more and more and more familiar with the things that you want. It will no longer feel like this thing that you've barely thought about, that you feel is not possible for you, and instead it will have become a part of your day-to-day because you're reading it every day. The next reason why scripting is so fantastic and it's backed by science is because it has been proven that things are 42% more likely to manifest when you write them down. This is why a lot of successful people look at their goals every day or write down their goals every day. They stay focused on what they want. They stay focused on where they're going. And when you bring what you want into your everyday, then that's going to influence and prime your brain every single day to be looking out for signs, opportunities, people, connections, things that are going to take you one step closer to your goal. Have you ever found that you've had a conversation about something and then the next day you start seeing it everywhere, and it feels like such a crazy coincidence? Like maybe you learned a word for the first time ever, and then within the next week you hear that word being spoken multiple times and you're like, I never came across that word before, and now I'm seeing it everywhere. Or maybe somebody recommended a person to you, a teacher, a mentor, a book. You'd never heard of it before, and then all of a sudden you're seeing it everywhere, or someone's saying it back to you and you're like, this is so crazy. But actually it's not crazy. It's how your brain filtration system works. Your reticular activating system is a part of the brain that filters things out for you to notice. So out of the millions, if not billions of things around us that we don't notice, there is a filtrated smaller group of things that our mind allows us to consciously compute and be aware of and see and notice. And so whatever makes it into that top list of things that your brain is actually going to allow you to notice, other things that you will notice. So imagine how empowering that is if you took control of that process and you decided to intentionally choose what you want your brain to focus on and help you notice more of in your life. Take control of it by focusing your energy on the things that you want every day, and then your mind is going to notice those things in your life or the opportunities that will lead you to that. Or indeed, your brain will receive the ideas, the inspiration that will lead to you manifesting that thing. So now that we know that this is quite simply brain science, scripting isn't woo-woo, it's not magic, it's not mystical, it is science. It can sometimes feel a little bit mystical and magical though, and it is always nice to leave that little bit of extra space for the universe to work its magic. But I personally think when it comes to really believing in a tool, if you can back it up by some facts, by some science, this can drastically increase your brain's ability to latch onto this technique and go, I can actually see how this is possible for me. I can see why this would work. I'm going to give it my best shot. So if you're open to giving it a go, I'm going to explain how to do it right now. So since it's a letter, you need to address your letter to someone or something, okay? Whoever you would want to write a thank you letter for their support in helping you to manifest on your journey. I've written letters to Abraham and Esther Hicks before because I discovered this technique through an Abraham video. And so I thought I want to write my letter to Abraham too. Some people write it to their God, to their guardian angel. But whoever you feel like you would personally want to thank for their support in your manifestation journey, you can address it to them. Now would be a very good time for me to recommend that you download a free workbook, which I will include in the description and in the comments section below. It is a free step-by-step scripting guide. So if you download it now, you can follow along and fill out the workbook with me as we continue to go through this process. Now it's time to think about, what do you want? And I want you to pick 4 to 6 things that you would like to manifest into your life and that you personally currently believe are about 6 to 12 months away from you. Yes, you might have 5-year, 10-year, lifelong goals, and that's fantastic. Keep dreaming big. But I would recommend with scripting, focus on the next step, the next chapter. What does your next level look like? And manifest into that next level. So pick 4 to 6 things that you believe is possible for you to manifest in the next 6 to 12 months. Each of the things that you want to manifest is going to be a mini paragraph in your letter. And for each thing that you want to manifest, we want to have 2 different kinds of sentences. The first sentence needs to quite simply be one that describes what you want to manifest as if it's already done. I now have this. I'm so grateful now that I am living here. We have now just secured this. So it's like a simple, clear statement that specifically describes what you want to happen. And then the second sentence for each of these things is really going to help you to tap into the emotion that you will feel when it happens. So take a moment right now and take your time as you go through writing the scripting letter and ask yourself, why do I want this? Transport yourself to that moment and imagine, how are you going to feel? And don't just say good, don't just say amazing. Think of actual words that describe the feeling that you have inside your body when it has manifested. It might be that you feel lighter, freer, at peace, relieved, so happy, relaxed. A lot of the things that I want to manifest them because I believe they will make me feel happier, calmer, that there will be less stress on the other side of that manifestation, that there will be more inner strength and security and confidence in myself. You might even describe it like, I feel confident in anything that I wear, or I love thinking about what to buy next, or I feel ready to be a mum now. Whatever it is that you believe that manifestation will make you feel when you have it, that's the second sentence to write for each one. So by the time you've gone through the 4 to 6 things that you want to manifest, each one will have a mini paragraph following that 2-sentence structure that I just described to you. Then when you're done, you can sign your letter off with some more gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and sign your name. It's also quite fun sometimes to actually write the date on the back of your scripting letter, just as a little note to self, for in the future when these things manifest, you can actually look back on it and see how long it took. Not that that matters, by the way. Please don't cut yourself off from your dreams coming true just because they don't happen on your time frame, by your deadline that you set. Things sometimes need to take a few more twists and turns. You need to learn a few more lessons. You need to acquire a bit more life experience, and you need to genuinely, truly be a container that is ready to receive and sustain that manifestation before it arrives in your life. So that's okay too, okay? This isn't a race, this isn't a sprint, this is an endurance sport. This is about aligning your life to be going down the desired path. It's not about rushing things or desperately trying so hard to get things to change. Let's rise above those low vibrational emotions, and let's approach this whole exercise from a place of knowing that you're worthy of it, from knowing that it's possible for you, and for knowing that by just the process of writing this, focusing on this, and then the last part, which I'm going to go through now, how you read it to yourself every day, just by doing this, you are aligning your body, your mind, your spirit, your energy to these things. So once you've written your scripting letter, you're going to read it to yourself every morning and every night. I recommend that you have it on your bedside table, on top of your phone, so that before you even grab your phone in the morning, you are going to look at your letter. While your mind is still groggy, while your subconscious mind is still impressionable, while your brain is still in that theta state, while you're wondering what kind of day am I going to decide that I'm going to have today, you read your letter. And then also, just as you are going to bed, do the same thing. Just before you turn out the light, read your letter to yourself again. And don't just read it, do your best to allow the letter to be a tool to help you to feel it, to transport yourself there in your imagination now, and then drift off to sleep. Those 2 times of day are incredibly powerful for impressing upon the subconscious mind what it is that you want your subconscious mind to digest for the rest of the day or the rest of the night. The first time I ever tried scripting, I read my first letter for about 30 days. This one right here, I read it for about 30 days and then I genuinely just forgot about it. I let it go, I got on with my life, and over the next 3 to 6 months, every single thing came true. Some of them felt like magic how they happened, others were all interconnected with one another, and some of them I started to receive nudges, signs, recommendations, ideas to read books, and then I read the book, and then the book gave me the answer that led to another manifestation coming true. So the magic continues. It's not like you just read the paper and then everything magically falls into your lap. You read the letter for about 30 days, let it go. At that point, what has happened is your subconscious mind has received this information. You have input the new code into your brain for what you're looking for what you want, for what you're ready for, and you're telling your brain that it's already happened. Then what the brain will do is look into the external world for evidence to bring what you want to you. It will hook you up. It will connect you with the things, the people, the opportunities that will bring that into your reality. So stay open to the signs, stay open to the ideas when they pop into your mind, and most importantly of all, start showing up differently to your life moving forwards. If you read your scripting letter, but then you continue to repeat the same thought patterns, the same behavioral patterns, the same toxic habits, if you continue to stop yourself and not go for it, you may not see as good results as others with this technique. But if you commit to deciding to flow with the changes, let this be the start of a new chapter, a new era in your life. Let the letter help you to embark on that completely, to show up differently, to remind yourself that your future can be different to your past. You can start expecting things to be different for you. You can start behaving differently. You can start responding differently to situations. You can stop making something mean, something negative about you, and you can be neutral about it. You can not take it personally. you can remember how valuable and worthy and amazing you truly are. So let this letter just be the start of something new for you and watch your life absolutely transform in the next 6 to 12 months. Now, I promised you something exciting to stay to the end of this video for, and that is, I thought, wouldn't it be really fun and special and powerful if we came together and wrote our scripting letters together? So I've decided that on September the 14th, 2023, I'm going to be facilitating a live scripting workshop. I'm going to walk you through the entire process. We are going to, in live real time, create our together. Can you imagine the energy of all of these people from all around the world coming together, and we're all creating our future realities together in the same moment? And I also know that I get a lot of questions about scripting in terms of, does it have to be written on paper or can I do it digitally? What if I change my mind halfway through the scripting process? What happens when I manifest one thing on my scripting letter? Can I continue reading my letter after the 30 days are through? How long do I have to wait before I can start a new scripting letter? And that's why I've also decided to have a Q&A session in the scripting workshop as well. So I absolutely can't wait for this Manifest with Scripting workshop. And if you'd like to join us for it so that we can all come together and create our scripting letters together and have all of your questions answered, I will put the link in the description and in the comment section below. Enroll to secure your place on the Manifest with Scripting workshop, and I will see you then. So if you enjoyed this video, if you're inspired to give scripting a go, give this video a thumbs up, and if you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button and ring my bell so that you never miss another video. Until next time.